Listen, baby, I'm not gonna lie to you. I spent the weekend trying to learn how to sea walk and trying to decide if I was gonna get thug life tatted on my stomach. Not like us spoke to my soul, but you know me, I'm here for the tea. So I had to say to myself, self, is there any truth in what Kendrick is saying? Because these are some heavy allegations. So, in honor of my girl, the late great blind item queen herself, Kyle Marissa Roth, this is a blind item inspired chit chat. In her words, you want more? I'll give you more. Let's chit chat. It's time to chit chat with your favorite pop culture critic. Hi, hello, you wonderful chatterboxes. I just learned over the weekend I call y'all chatterboxes, but apparently y'all call yourselves Mirasaki Mob. Let me know where we fall on that. If you are new here, I don't know what you're waiting for. Love me like you do. Hit that subscribe button. If you are not new here, welcome back. Go ahead and set that reminder so you don't miss a video or an episode of Stripped this Tuesday at 8 p.m. We will be chit chatting with none other than Reagan Whiteside. She is a flautist, okay? I don't think I really need to say more. We're gonna be stripping it down and chit-chatting with a Black woman who plays the flute and has a new single out. Y'all don't want to miss it. So go ahead and turn your notifications on. Listen, honestly, I think I'm blaming Cat Williams. This man got up on that Shannon Sharp show and told every truth he knows and empowered everybody else in the world to do the same. And that's what it seems like Kendrick is doing on all of his diss tracks, right? But again, the allegations towards Drake were that he likes little girls. Let's just call it thing at that, right? So I'm saying to myself, we got to figure out like how do we know if this is real or not? And again, this is just a blind item. Everything is allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But the streets are talking, the streets are talking. Okay, so blind item number 8 comes from Crazy Days and Nights. What was not discussed on this documentary? So remember, Tubi put out a documentary about Diddy, the downfall of Diddy, wherein Aubrey O'Day is on there, and they're talking about everything from the raid that happened at all 3 of his homes at the same time, the one in Florida, the one in New York, and the one in LA, as well as a bunch of other things, right? You saw it all in the news. But according to this blind item, what was not discussed in the documentary is that those cameras that they found in Mr. Papa Diddy Pop's house, they were live streaming to his friends and coworkers for a very hefty amount. I'm not making it up. You see it right here, okay? I'm just reading it to you. Naturally, I said to myself, well, who is friends? It doesn't matter. It's all nasty. It's all disgusting. It's all weird. Everybody involved should go to jail, right? But who is the everybody? Let's get to the thing. We are in the age of the Aquarius, baby. I want to name names. Also, pause. Speaking of naming names, I'm at this point with it. Drake done released his little response to Not Like Us, okay? And in there, he says that his camp intentionally fed Kendrick the information that he had an 11-year-old daughter because they wanted to see if he was going to use it. And he did, and he fell for the trap. These are Drake's words. I'm not making them up, okay? The thing that bothers me is you're Drake. You're the same person who wasn't hiding the kid from the world, but hiding the world from the kid. You're Drake, okay? You've already lied once, so we can surmise that you might lie again. Also, show me. Show me. You got the little cover being Davy talking about some hearts and stuff. No, make the cover the text messages where you and your camp come up with this idea. Give me the voice recording because y'all was in a room and you talked about it in person. Whatever the receipt is that you have that proves that you gave Kendrick false information, I want to see it or else I don't believe it. Thank you. So this next blind item is long. We are going to break it all down. It is blind item number 12, and it came out Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, again on Crazy Days and Nights. Again, this is just a blind item. It's all alleged. I'm just reading you what I found on the internet webs, okay? Here is a list of the people the wannabe rapper's friends wants the media to report on in case the coverage of his forthcoming lawsuit and trials gets too embarrassing. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna read this whole thing to you because I know your eyes work. You looking at me, I'm looking at you. All right. What I want to focus on here is the list of actual names because that's what this is. Here is the list. Everything else, you can go. There are a few people on this list that I'm not really sure of, allegedly, whatever words I'm supposed to use. But here we go. The British male West DJ who moved his ring to Nigeria. Not sure who that is. The dip producer who wants to keep his crimes against little black girls on the low. I think that's Diplo. The Band Aid rapper who is expecting a baby with the foolish singer. Now we know that that's Nelly, and I want to put a pin in it right here. Who got the clip? Who got the clip of when Nelly brought that little girl up on stage and it was real weird? Hold on, let me go find the clip. Come here. Stand right here. Face me. Hold hands for me. Okay? Now you stand there, okay? Yeah. So because of that video, I find this disgusting, but I don't find it shocking. Like, of course, your name's on the list. The Nigerian Bob personality whose trafficking sugar daddies just threw him under the bus. Again, not sure. The Canadian rapper, the Porta Poppy. 1, 2, 3. Don't rap against Kendrick ever. It's Drake. Child, Mr. Expeditiously. Listen, that man ain't never gonna be able to beat them allegations against him and his T90 wife, even if they had a titanium bet. Okay? It's coming at them fast and hard. No, Diddy. The photographer with the glasses who released a book with the shallow singer. Don't know that one. This one, again, disgusting but not surprising. The naked and immature singer with the missing wife. Now, this little blind item child told me something I might have to get to deep and diving because not the little young wife is now missing. For those of you who don't know, Marcus Houston is a grown man, child. He older than me, and I was born in 1990. Okay, and he married his wife. I'm talking about as soon as she turned 18. It was like the pumpkin on Cinderella. The clock struck 12, and he said, "Oh, you're my wife." Seeing as that Marcus Houston comes out of the Chris Stokes camp, I'm not surprised. Disgusting, not surprised. So of course he's on the list. The former president who fights in court. Y'all know who that is. Let's just 1, 2, 3, duh. We knew he was on the list. Now, what I think is interesting is that Mr. Papa Diddy Pop is out for blood because he didn't like what Don Jr. said on the podcast. Who is he talking to? Jason Lee? Yes. Yes. Said on the podcast with Jason Lee that he knew Diddy was weird because his ex-wife was friends with Kim Porter. And the Cool Runnings actor who hunted and groomed the trans star named after the Christmas lady and the A-list everything in her mind. I really don't know who that one is. Hitman has been collecting tea for years and thinks he can use it to save his boss. The plan backfired because those journalists already knew about the people on the list and are going to talk about them all. Yeah, we talking about them all. Everybody on that list. Everybody on that list. We talking about you. And when I figure out them people who I don't know, I'm gonna talk about you too. Nasty. You nasty. I also think that this is a very dangerous game, right? Because, and I say this all the time. I used to say it when my handle was Housewives and Chit Chat. When you go turning over rocks in people's lives who you don't know, number one, you don't have context, so you don't know why you see what you see, right? Also, you don't know what people are willing to do to keep their rock from being turned over. That being said, for this list to get out and then kind of fall flat means like Papa Diddy Pop. Now people know that you and your camp is talking. Speaking of talking, also, why would you release that prayer video with CD Jakes? Yeah, you thought we wasn't gonna talk about that? We will. We will. So now y'all know I don't do too much working on the weekends, right? We all gotta get out there and touch a little grass. I do it on the weekends and then I come back and I talk to y'all Monday through Friday, right? So 2 days ago, Mr. Diddy on his Instagram posts the hypnosis video. I don't know what that was or why I needed to see it, but it was a video with TD Jakes speaking a word, praying a prayer in the background, something to the tune about, making it through a storm and all of that strength and wisdom. You have everything you need inside of you, TD Jake's voice, right? Where it ends is Diddy in front of the ocean on the beach with his arms out. I don't know. It was giving Beyonce, how to the moon, how to the moon. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Is that supposed to make us think that you didn't do what them people say you did? Also, TD Jakes, read the room. Read the room. You could have went and got Joel Osteen. Joyce Myers was busy. Like anybody would have done Creflo Dollar. So I mean, I know these people don't want to mess with you, and I know that the only person that do might maybe want to mess with you is allegedly possibly your little boot thing. You my little bit. It's I get it. But also read the room. Read the room. These people have to go to jail. If they did this, they have to lock them. Whoop, 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 lock them up. Also, I want to end here real quick. Rick Ross put out a little video when he was telling Aubrey, like, oh, your writers dropped the ball because you talking about some, oh, if I was a P word, the cops would have been came and got me. And Drake was like, okay, well, Harvey Weinstein was out here dipping it and doing it, laying it low and spreading it wide for a very long time. Just because you're not in jail don't mean that you're not going to jail. And again, do you have them live streams? Was you one of them people paying for it? Are you one of the friends? Rick Ross do possibly need to set this one out though, because Tia said you don't went and took care of your mama and the other kids and all of them, and then you don't take care of your son. You leave your son wherever Tia and them live at, but you buy your son a car. You put the car all on Instagram, but you provide no security for the kid. Maybe sit this one out, boss. Y'all, that's all that I have to bump my gums about. Let's chit chat down below in the comments. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Send it to somebody. Make sure you're subscribed. Do all the things you know you're supposed to do when we in them YouTube streets.